Hey everyone, so I am here to give you our craft/activity for this week, and first I want to start off by apologizing for my hat. I wasn't planning on doing this today. So this is what happens when I have a really bad hair day. Anyway, so you may not be able to see my face because it's shadowed under this hat, but hopefully you'll get the point of the craft that we're doing. So this week we're talking about Jesus and the Sermon on the Mount and the parable of the wise man who built his house on the rock and the foolish man who built his house on the sand. And so we have an activity actually kind of like during the lesson that's a really great illustration. We're going to be doing some Legos houses, and we're actually going to put them on sand and on rock and pour water and see what happens, which is going to be a lot of fun. But then afterwards, when we break off into our small groups, we're talking about what it looks like to build your house on the Lord Jesus, and what it looks like to build your house not on the Lord Jesus. And so some wise and foolish things, or decisions, actions, things like that. And so our wise decisions are based on what Jesus taught us to do. So we're going to do this wise and foolish charade game. So it's kind of a craft, kind of an activity. We have a bunch of emojis. When you get to your small group tables, you'll pass out these little emoji guys, and the kids can color them, cut them out. They don't have to color in one color. It doesn't matter as long as you've got the differences that they're, wow, these scissors are really not cutting properly. Yeah, as long as, you know, you have the smiley face is the wise decision and the frowny face is the unwise decision. So our wise decisions are based on the Bible, and we have a bunch of cards here, charades, for them to act out. So it's not exactly an action. It's showing kindness or telling a lie or something like that. So the kids can kind of think about how they would show kindness. Maybe it would be someone fell down and they're helping them up. You might have to kind of give them a little bit of input, but see if they can come up with some things like that. And on each one there's a verse that talks about showing kindness. So this one is being kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving one another. So after the kids, you can have them come up one at a time. You could have them come up in a pair. And then after they get their emojis made, then you can play the charades game. And when they act it out and they guess what it is, then you can ask the kids, was that a wise or was that a foolish decision? And so they'll hold up and choose whether they think it's a wise decision or whether it was a foolish decision. So we've got a lot of cards that examples of things that they can come and act out. And if you run out of things to act out, then you can ask the kids what they think a wise decision, something that Jesus taught us that we should do. And you might be surprised what they could come up with, and just have fun and have an open conversation with them and teach them that, you know what, when we do what Jesus says, then our life is like the wise man, and we're built on that strong and solid foundation. That's Jesus Christ. And that is the activity for this week. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and let me know. I'd be happy to answer them.